Hey folks, thanks for stopping by Just Cooking with the Guys. I appreciate you taking time to stop and watch our videos. We got St. Patrick's Day coming up in just a few weeks, and what better time to make a good beef stew than for St. Patrick's Day. So I've got a recipe today that is a beef and Guinness stew that is absolutely delicious. It's hearty, it's filling, and I think it'd be great if you had this on St. Patrick's Day. And if you drink a Guinness, maybe you can have a Guinness along with it. Maybe some cornbread, maybe some rice. I don't know, but the stew is absolutely delicious. So stick around and watch this. I think you'll enjoy it. We'll be right back. Okay, I got about a 2.5 pound chuck roast, and we're going to start off by cubing this up just in some bite-sized pieces. I've got my Dutch oven here. I'm going to heat it up and add some oil, about 2 tablespoons of oil. We're going to sear this beef off. Not to cook it, but just to get a good brown on it. Want to be sure your beef is good and dry when you put it in your saute or your Dutch oven. If it's not dry, it's still got some moisture on it, it could kind of give you a brown beef instead of a good, or gray, instead of a good brown beef. And that's not what we want. We want a good brown beef. So it's got a lot of connective tissue in this. I'm going to get most of this out here if I can. Let me get this finished up here. Kind of get it cut up, and I'll be back and we'll add it into our Dutch oven and start browning it off. So stay with me for just a second. I got the beef all browned up. I'm going to dump in 1 onion. Put about a medium-sized onion. I'm going to let that saute for about 5 minutes, and then we'll add in some garlic here in a few minutes. I'm going to set my timer. We'll do that. The recipe calls for 3 cloves of minced garlic. I don't have any cloves, so I'm going to use some of this squeezed garlic. I'm probably going to use about that much right there. Just better stir around for about a minute or so. 30 seconds probably. At this point, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of flour and tomato paste. Calls for 3 tablespoons. I don't think I've got that much. I'm going to use what I've got here, and we're going to call it good. We'll mix that around, let that kind of cook in, let that flour kind of brown in a little bit. A couple of minutes or so. I've got a bottle of Guinness Stout I'm going to add in now. Scrape up all the bits off the bottom of the pan there. I'm gonna let this simmer for about 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Okay, at this point you can see this is starting to thicken up pretty good. Going add our thyme in, probably about a teaspoon or so. Ground thyme. I've got some bay leaves. Calls for 2 bay leaves. I've got some small ones here, so I'm going to add probably about 3 or so. Stir that in good. And I've got 3 cups of beef broth. I'm going to add that. We're going to add our beef back in. We're going to cover this and let it simmer for about 1.5 hours or so, and come back and add some potatoes and some carrots. So stick around. I added an additional 1 cup of beef broth because it was getting a little dry. I've got 4 carrots and 4 potatoes that I've cut up. I'm going to drop these in. These are Yukon Gold potatoes. I can do those that splashing things all over. Give that a good stir around. We're going to let this continue to cook for about another hour or so. Put the lid back on and we'll be back to check it in a bit. Okay, I cooked this for about 45 minutes. Our potatoes and our carrots are fork tender. This looks delicious. I'm going to scoop some up and we're going to give it a try. A nice thick broth. We'll be right back and give this a taste. Hang around. Hey, this turned out great. This beef and Guinness stew is the bomb. You need to try this. Hey, make it for St. Patrick's Day. For now, I'm gonna go eat mine and I'll see you